Ready? Ho! Hey, that is correct. It is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. You know what it means. It is time once again for Open Mic Radio. Welcome to the show. We are going to get it rolling with one from our featured artists this afternoon. Check them out, all right? This is Telepathy Club. Oh, yeah. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
How about it? All right, welcome to the program. It is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, welcome to the show. Saturday, the 19th of October. Dylan, I know you got to go, so before we do a quick intro here, I want to say hi and thank you to my friend Dylan McCord.
You're absolutely welcome, Mr.
Helping us
Hagen.
out with some sound this afternoon like he does. But also, there's a show tonight that you are involved with, actually doing sound, but also performing later. Please tell people what's happening.
Yeah, it's at the Dive Bar. It's the Folk Around and Find Out Festival. It's the third year. And I said folk. F-O-L-K.
F-O-U-C.
I almost messed that up in my head.
All right, so Folk Around and Find Out this afternoon and evening at the Dive Bar. Who's on the bill?
Let's see. We've had Race Kendrick, Drew Baxter.
Drew, man, he was
Brandon,
here a couple weeks ago. Amazing.
Something or other. Meredith, Musgrove Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Zawada, my group. Travis Foytz and the Stardust Cowboys.
Right.
And I feel like I'm missing one.
Well, if you are,
yeah,
give us a call.
It's a whole list. It's a whole list of our community and our peoples.
Yeah, a bunch of great folks down there. No pun intended. All right. So, all right, Dylan, I love you, brother. All right.
Love you too, man.
I'll talk to you very soon.
Yar.
All right. So back to business here. Good to be with you all on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Lots of great music in store for the next couple hours. Hey, Dylan. So look at the meters over here on my side. Because this is where they're supposed to be, as I've been told. I'm pretty much bouncing around in the yellow, and you get a little bit of red once in a while, right?
That's your main output.
That's my main output over here.
Yeah, that's where you're low.
And that's where I'm low.
Yeah.
So do I go up with all the mics, or
Master?
We don't even have a master. No.
Okay. Then
No.
that's something to tune in later.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that.
As long as
Okay.
you're not burying the red and not distorting, you can come up.
Okay. Good.
Love you guys.
Thank you very much, Dylan McCord. Check out Zawata and a bunch of other great music this evening at the Dive Bar, the Folk Around and Find Out Festival. Okay, lots of great music, as I said, in store for this afternoon. We do this most every Saturday afternoon. We didn't do it last week because we had Big Cat Matt and a Rockabilly Corner. Do that on the second Saturday of every month. But we love to do it when Matt's not behind the board here. So we've got a few friends stopping by, perhaps. We've got Telepathy Club with us this afternoon. Outstanding rock and roll from Columbia, Missouri. And that's what we do. We have live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagen, and I am not joined, as usual, by Kind Kurt. Neither is Memphis Chris here, but I do have Sealark in the house. So how are you, my brother? Good to see you. Yep, Clark helping out with the theme music and some camaraderie. But yes, we do. We feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it. And we are in the middle of a beautiful fall day out there, Mizzou homecoming weekend. I think the Tigers won. I was here setting up sound. I heard, I'm pretty sure that they did win. I watched most of the game over at Booch's, but if somebody can give me the details about how that game ended, 573-443-8255. I'd like to hear from somebody out there. If you can give me a call, and before we get to the music, you can give us an update on Mizzou. But anyway, we've got Telepathy Club, as I mentioned, with us this afternoon. They're an excellent rock and roll band. They've got a bunch of great music for us, and we're going to get to know the band a little bit better, and we will hear a bunch of their songs. All right, Dylan, once again, McCord helping us out with the sound. Perhaps a visit from John Randall from the Hoot and Hollers a little bit later in the show. I think Nathan James is going to be stopping by. Maybe a call from Bummy. I talked to Bummy earlier today. He's out in the Kansas City area, but he's wanting to catch up. Anyway, I also have a new song from Secular Era. Clark, you're familiar, right?
Yeah, they're a good group.
Yeah, really good. And if we've got the time, we'll try to drop that one in. If not, we'll do it next week. Maybe Justin will stop by and say hi. Anyway, you never know, okay? Stick with us either way, okay? At some point, we will try to do a rundown of some things that are happening this afternoon and tonight and tomorrow around town. But the Dive Bar certainly has some great music happening this evening. Out at Cooper's Landing, my good friend Ty Toomson, he's performing this afternoon, and the Diddy-Wah Daddies performing as well this evening at Cooper's. If you're familiar, that's sort of a family affair. Anyway, we'll have the Diddy-Wah Daddies here with us at the station on the 2nd of November, and they are really, really killing it right now. So looking forward to that, all right? Okay, phone lines are open, 573-443-8255. If you'd like to call and say hi to me or Clark or the band, you can do that. 573-443-8255, all right? Also 443-7380 if you're wanting to try a different number, okay? Both of those will get you here to the studio, all right? We are down here as usual at the lovely KOPN facilities, 401 Bernadette Drive. Awesome afternoon down here. We've been away for a couple weeks, but a couple weeks ago we had a wonderful show with Ryan Sellers, a.k.a. DJ Sunbear.
Good show.
Yeah, Clark was actually really impressed with Ryan. I was as well. Anyway, if you missed the show, check out the podcast and all that. It's easy to find and it's cool, okay? All right, a couple more things. We'll get to the music. Big thanks to Peter Rabbit, grooving on the one mic since 2 o'clock. Before that, Morgan and a Motherland Jam. Wonderful music from across the continent of Africa. We have the helm until 6 o'clock. And stick around afterwards for Rashumba and a reggae party coming at you from 6 until 8. 8 o'clock, Chris takes over from 8 to 11 with Blues on Broadway. Wonderful stuff. Rhythms of the Future after that. Keep it dialed in here, okay? KOPN, round the clock. From here to your ear, your imagination station, 89.5 FM. And we are streaming at kopn.org if you want to hear the shows or any of the programs here at KOPN if you're not in the local listening area. All right? I better turn my text message thing off. I'm already getting notes from people. And they usually say, shut up, Mike, and get to the music. So, all right, Clark's here. I'm here. Telepathy Club is here. My great friend Sean Hall from Jeff City up visiting this afternoon. Steve Arangi, another good friend, helping us out at the club this afternoon. He runs Gumbo Bottoms down there in Jeff City. We've got a few friends here with us, and we're going to catch up with them in a little bit. But let's give the phone number out one more time, 443-8255 if you want to be a part of it. Otherwise, we are just going to have some fun and play some great music like we do on Open Mic Radio. That's what we do, all right? All right, KOPN.org, MikeHagan.com. For today's show, we have an outstanding rock and roll band. They are called Telepathy Club. We are going to learn a little about the band, but first let's see if we can get another song from these gentlemen. And Clark, see if these you guys want to do another one? All right, anytime you're ready, let's do it. Telepathy Club. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Have that attitude.
How about it? All right, that is Telepathy Club. A couple songs from them to get things going. We're going to have more from them throughout the program this afternoon. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Let me get my headphones on here, and we will welcome these gentlemen into the studio, and we'll introduce ourselves here. So, Jimmy's the first one here. So, hi, Jim.
Howdy.
How you doing, dude?
I'm great.
Sure appreciate you coming down this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, actually, we've been talking about it for a little while, and finally got it together here. So I think new music for Telepathy Club very recently, in the last few weeks, I think, right?
Yeah, we've been releasing some pent-up singles that we've had for a second.
That's a nice way to put it. Before we get to that, let's say hi to the rest of the band, though, okay? Who do we have here on your right, Jim?
This is John. He plays bass.
That's
Hello.
right. All right. Hi, John.
Hey.
Part of Ripped Jeans, both of you guys, I think,
Yeah,
right?
That's
Yep.
us. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
And then Ryan?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, pardon. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm right.
All right. Yeah, Ryan. Okay. So, but the three of these guys, Ryan, John, and Jim, make up Telepathy Club. Tell me a little bit about the background of the band.
Well, when did we start? 2021? 2022? I don't even remember.
know what year is it right now.
2024.
Would have been
is it?
2021.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 years ago.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
And what's the connection between all of you? Apparently, obviously, you guys have been playing together for quite some time.
Yeah.
Ryan? Were you a part of the scene beforehand, or did you guys just meet a few years ago, or what?
I met Jimmy when they were running sound at Cafe Berlin.
Oh.
And I kind of had a connection just from that, and they posted something about looking for a drummer.
Uh-huh.
And I hit them up.
That's a
and-
common post.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Not enough drummers in the world.
That's right. Okay, so where are you from, Ryan? Originally?
Jefferson City.
Okay. Did you go to Capital City? Did you go to Jeff?
The capital city didn't exist. Yeah, I graduated in 05, so I'm pretty old.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Jefferson, so JC.
A little bit about your musical background.
Started playing drums about 7th grade, and then moved to some other instruments, but drums have always been like my first love and what I enjoy.
Did you do like drumline and stuff? Did you do
yeah,
like
I did drumline for JC.
marching band and that kind of stuff?
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool.
That was kind of the requirement for
Yeah,
my,
no,
my,
I mean,
my
if you're a drummer,
parents.
most people went through that.
Yeah.
So, and usually look back upon it with reasonably good eyes. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes while you're doing it, it's kind of like, but that's probably a great experience.
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
All right, so have you played with other bands previously with than getting with Telepathy Club here?
Yeah, I've been playing in bands since I was like 13 probably. So
Any other projects right now?
No, primarily just Telepathy Club at the moment.
Okay, all right, John. What about you? Where are you from?
Columbia, yeah.
All right. Where did you go to school? As if that really matters, but
Hickman.
okay. I always ask. My youngest son.
It does matter. Some of the teachers there, particularly Phil Overeem and Brock Boland, those guys.
Go Phil.
Yeah,
All right.
they introduced me to a lot of music when
that's
I was
awesome.
there. So yeah, Hickman was formative for me in that way.
You know, and I guess it's a project with all of the high schools, but there's certainly a heavy contingent at Hickman with the Darkroom Records gang.
Yeah,
which is super cool.
They kind of picked up the torch. It was Academy of Rock that Phil started, and then that sort of blossomed into the Darkroom thing, which is great.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
is.
Very cool. You know, Hickman played Rockbridge last night in football out at Rockbridge, and the QBs didn't come out too well, but they scored at least.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah.
We got on the board.
And I don't like to talk too much sports on this show, but congratulations to the Mizzou Tigers. Big win this afternoon.
Yeah, Brady Cook.
Yeah.
Came back.
Okay. So were you watching the game, John?
I was right before I came here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I watched up till about the middle of the third quarter. Then I came here to start getting ready for the show. How did the fourth quarter go?
Well, Brady Cook was injured.
So Brady Cook came back.
And he came back, which didn't seem like that was going to happen. I
Yeah.
don't know if his cortisone shot kicked in or the x-rays came back negative and they sent him back in, but he came in and they got a touchdown and he ran a 2-point conversion in and suddenly it was a game again. And
Wow.
then he orchestrated a game-winning drive at the end with
Man,
like a
he
minute
really
left.
needed to do something like that because bless his heart, the guy who was second in command, who came in after him, just didn't have it together. So
No, he
so
didn't.
anyway, all right, good win for the Tigers. So enjoy yourselves out there in Columbia tonight, but be careful. It's a lot of craziness. So just
Drive safe.
Just be cool, drive safe, and be cool to other people. All right. Okay, Jimbo, where are you from?
I was born in St. Louis, but I've moved around pretty much once or twice a year since my birth.
How long we have a military family or something like that?
No,
No?
my mom was just fickle like that.
Yeah, right on. How long have you been here in Columbia?
Since 2015. I moved here in December of 2015, yeah.
Now, Tell 'em Tapes and the group that is part of that project. I know Matt Crook real well. He comes down here at least once a year
Good friend.
for the
Yeah.
experimental music festival. But
Right.
anyway, all the people that are involved in that are really cool. All the guys down at Hit Records. And how did you get involved with that to begin with?
I was doing sound at Cafe Berlin. I was trained by Dylan Martin, actually, and then just
Shout out to
worked-
our general manager, Dylan
Yeah.
Martin, great guy. He's
Dylan
listening right
Seeger.
now, actually, because I was on the phone with him before and saying, no, I can't get a signal into the studio. Anyway, he set me straight.
But he trained me on live sound and just like working shows. I met Matt Crook and Steph Foley and
Sure.
all the homies.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
just did like sound for him and yeah.
All right. What's your musical background?
I've been playing since 2007 or something like that.
And primarily a guitarist?
No, I'm mainly an engineer, I would say. At my heart, I'm an engineer. I
Interesting.
like recording bands, I like mixing, and now my profession is repair of analog devices. I just love circuits. I love to know all the little details of like what my gear is doing.
Yeah. Well, we usually talk gear at some point during the show because there's some listeners of the program that love we call it gearhead time, but that's a fascinating thing for me because I'm just now I've been doing radio for a long time, but I really didn't understand the mechanics behind it. Now with Dylan Martin and also my friend Dylan McCord, I finally jumped in the water and I bought a mixer and I'm trying to learn how to do some of the stuff myself. But it is a deep rabbit hole and very, very, very interesting. And you can be really, it can be very simply done, but you can really get into the weeds too. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Telepathy Club has new music. When you guys record, I'm guessing that you do the recording.
Usually, yeah, but this time I wanted to take a step back. I didn't want to touch engineering or mixing or anything. I just wanted to come into it as a player and as a creative. I just find if my engineering mind takes over, I don't.
No, you're not concentrating on the playing side or the
right,
music
exactly,
side. Yeah, I
the
get it. It's kind of nice to let that go, let somebody else do it. You can always tweak it, master it down the road if you want, if there's something you don't like. But
right.
Okay, cool. So where do you record when you're not doing it in your basement or your bedroom or wherever?
The last place we recorded was at this studio called Flat Black in Iowa City.
Interesting.
And our friend Charlie was the engineer. And then we had our buddy Zach Beery, who was in Enemy Airship. They're an old Columbia local band.
Yeah.
We had him mix it because he's an old friend of mine.
All right. And John, I didn't ask you much about your background, but how long you been playing music and what's that about?
Pretty kind of a late bloomer to it. Probably like I had a guitar laying around when I was a kid, but I didn't really like seriously start playing it until I actually bought a 4-track cassette recorder, like Porta Studio, which got me into writing songs, and then through writing songs that were really bad at the time, I got better at guitar and formed a project, formed Rip Jeans as you mentioned, and then that's kind of I just started with that and kept playing.
Are self-taught?
Yeah.
Primarily?
Oh yeah.
All you guys?
Yeah. I didn't take any music classes. I was a sports kid in high school and then growing up, so I didn't play a lot of instruments. And
I always find that interesting because some people come in here and they've been classically trained, you know what I mean, and they went to Berkeley or whatever. Then there are other folks who are really just have a great ear and just started playing and picked it up and learned however they learned. Do you still find yourself practicing and learning new styles? I mean, maybe a little bit about influences. Who do you like as some of the drummers that impress you, right?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was originally influenced, what got me into drumming would have been Dave Grohl's on Nirvana, Travis Barker. Those were pretty much the main.
Clark's a drummer, and he's kind of he's giving you the thumbs up when he hears.
Yeah, that would have been 1999, 98 when I started playing. So that's what was popular.
What do you listen to these days, you guys?
I've been listening to a lot of Unwound and this band called Sumac.
I know Sumac.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Sumac's awesome. Heavy metal and honky tonk.
Nice. You know, our buddy Ty Toombs and the Twang City Smokers. They're one good honky tonk local. If you haven't seen Ty, he's fantastic. And he hangs around down in Berlin Monday nights. I think he's involved now in booking and stuff down there as well, perhaps.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, we got a great scene around here. There's a bunch of super talented folks that are playing music in lots of different genres and stuff like that. So, a couple more questions, and then we'll maybe get some more music out of you. But where'd the band name come from?
It's this is kind of cheesy as fuck, but sorry, my bad.
That's all right.
It's actually from an anime called Mob Psycho 100, and it's an after-school group of people who all they do is sit around, eat snacks, and be lazy, and they want to contact extraterrestrials. And that's it. They just are lazy people.
Yeah, but they're maybe sitting there, but they're not lazy in their minds. The minds are working nonstop with the telepathy action. So anyway, I like the band name. It's really it is a very catchy name and very cool. So
thanks.
All right. So for those listening, we've got it's a traditional 3-piece: bass, drums, guitar. We talked a little bit about tech. Let's talk some more. You've got a pretty cool pedal setup out there. A little bit about your rig.
So I'm playing a a Dan Armstrong Chinese clone I bought for $200 on eBay. Through a whole bunch of pedals. Half of them I probably built myself. And then a Bassman with a 210.
Okay. Yeah, and what kind of guitar are you playing?
The guitar is the Dan Armstrong
Oh.
clone. It's made of plastic, lucite or something like that.
Yeah, all right. What about you, John?
Fender P bass, built by Jim. Beautiful guitar.
What do you mean built? He
Constructed
Yeah.
by
set it up.
Yeah.
I bought all the
Oh,
parts.
you bought the parts,
and
yeah.
like constructed it.
Wow,
one
really
winter.
cool.
Yeah, and then I ended up buying it from Jim. So
Yeah.
now it's mine.
So when you get a kit like that, so I've got this one. It's called a parts caster. That's a Telecaster, but you can kind of modify it, and you got to put it together like that though.
Mm-hmm.
But for the one that like for a Fender Precision bass, I mean that's a really high end instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Is it all painted and everything already, or is it just like raw wood color? Or?
Yeah, so I didn't buy a kit. Kits are kind of overpriced. And if you know where to get the parts, you can
just go
just
buy them
buy the
individually.
parts individually, and it's a bit cheaper that way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just like a replacement body, and then like a certain series style of neck.
But you had to build all the electronics into it and everything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Huh. Really cool. All right. What kind of amp you playing through?
SVT, Ampeg. It's powerhouse. I love the amp. And the pedal board's real simple. Just chromatic tuner, Boss bass chorus, which is just on like one song, and then a really convenient Ampeg like modeling pedal that is very versatile and gives me like a little stomp box for distortion.
Why do they call it a modeling pedal?
It's like a
I don't know if that's exactly
it's
what
like
it's called, but it's something like that.
preamp DI pedal, so it has like a speaker sim in it, so you can send it to front of house if you were like at a show or something, and then like a 3-band EQ and like a drive.
Huh. All right. Oh, so you can kick it up a little bit. So
Yeah, it's real handy, and you could use it like if you were just recording at home to like get a sort of a cab tone.
all right, cool. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys go take your time, get on up back out there and get set up again, and I'll chat for a minute here. I think I just heard somebody show up that we probably need to say hello to. It is Justin Hickerson, another wonderful drummer. And I think Nathan's probably might be here soon. So anyway, Telepathy Club with us this afternoon. We're going to hear some more music from them, and we'll say hello to. Hey, Will's here too, by the way. Hey, Will.
Yeah, we'll kill some time.
Yeah, man. I didn't mean to neglect you. Will, the bass player for Highway Demon, is here as well.
Nice.
And we had such a great time when his band performed here a month or two ago. Oh, John Randall in the house. All right, Johnny. Oh, I love it. What's happening with Highway Demon? You guys are awesome. That was such a great performance when you guys were here.
Oh shucks. Thanks. I'm feeling better now. The next day I was feeling pretty bad. But,
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Oh geez. We're
Oh, jeez.
we just got our 12-inch confirmed for the latest EP, and that's getting put out by Hit Records.
Fantastic.
Other than that, we're playing a show with Telepathy Club on the 15th of November.
Right on. That's just about 3-4 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
and
Where's that at?
That's at Rose Music Hall.
That's going to be outstanding.
Yeah, excited.
Cool.
We're kind of locking in for the winter and writing new stuff.
Yeah,
but
you were saying, but when we were off the air, that you're working on new material and got
yeah,
some new songs.
I'm focusing on a lot of my other bands. We got plenty of other shows with my two other projects. So.
And which are?
The first one's Littered with Arrows. I sing in that one, and then I play drums in Central Nervous System. We'll be playing our last show at the end of November.
All right.
So yeah,
All right, well-
we're entering the writing period.
Okay. Well, sounds good. We'll when you want sometime later in the winter, if you guys want to come down and do another show, we'll set something up with. Maybe we'll have a threesome. All three of your bands. Let me rephrase. Yeah, I just lost my PG rating. Of course, Jim's saying wild is anyway. So it would be nice if you're around.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a couple different projects perform at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if the other ones would sound so great on here, but yeah, we'll have a new roster of songs. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have a full style switch at that point as well.
All right, dude. Well, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Go.
All right. Hey, John, why don't you grab a mic, and Justin, you too. Saturday afternoon. We're the 19th of October now. Wonderful.
Yo.
Hey, dude, love to see you.
Mike.
I'm glad you're back in town.
Dude, me too.
How long you around for?
Till a couple weeks, till the beginning of December, or beginning of November. We'll strike out west.
And you're gonna do a significant tour, or
That's pretty significant. It'll be about 3 weeks. It'll go till just before Thanksgiving, and we'll go out to California, down to the Southwest a little bit.
I'm sure you come through Colorado again on the way back or something. Or
You know what? We're not. I don't think we are hitting Colorado this time. I think
Right.
we're doing Nebraska, and then I think we're zipping straight over to southern Idaho.
So you're like coming through the plains. Are you going through the Dakotas?
Yeah, we'll be rolling through the plains.
rolling through the plains.
The Dakotas are pretty.
No, you know what they are. We're not doing the Dakotas this time, though. It's just really, I got perfect
check,
sound.
Check
in
your
my
headphones in front. You there? Right?
Try this one.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Maybe I just have too many things on my head.
Dusty.
Anyway, John Randall, if you're not familiar, is the vocalist and guitarist for the Hoot and Hollers. They have a wonderful new record that was released a few months ago called The Devil's Egg, and they've been touring to support that record for a little bit. What's it been like on the road lately?
Man, it's been fun. We just got done doing a little support slot for a band called Super Suckers.
Oh yeah,
They're cool.
Outstanding,
This is our
man.
first tour with them, and we had a really good time. It was a blast.
Are you on the road
Went up
with
to Canada and back.
Horton Heat soon?
No, we're doing some Rev Payton.
Oh,
the
that's
other
who it was.
Reverend.
Yeah.
We're doing a couple of shows with Rev Payton.
Yeah, Payton,
The real red.
the real Rev. Yeah, and
there can be multiple Revs.
That's right.
I think there's tons of Revs out there.
all right.
I know
Well,
I'm s-
yeah. Anyway, okay. So, but things are good.
Man, things have been fun. Yeah, playing the new album has been challenging at first, but fun and exciting. And
It does.
we've been playing it not not every show, but a lot of shows we've just done the whole thing start to finish, and that's involved doing these like voiceovers and kind of like little audio tracks.
Yeah,
and-
because that stuff has to be incorporated in the live show. Like, how do you do that? Do you have it with like a little pedal and you hit it and it plays that
Andy,
clip or something? Or?
There's a program that you can get on for an iPhone called Play Button.
All right.
That basically you can queue up a bunch of different files and you push a button and it'll play that, and then it'll automatically queue up the next one. So basically, Andy's got to reach down and pick up his phone and push play every time we're going to do that. But
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Well, I love it. The new record is outstanding, actually.
thanks, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such an interesting departure from some of your earlier material as well. So it's cool to see you guys
Just-
changing and evolving and all that stuff.
I think it's a sign of the change and evolution of us as people.
It's happening, baby. Dusty Branson in the house as well. How are you, my brother?
Yo, how are you?
I'm great. I'm glad you made it down.
Yeah.
Dude, do you see my new mixer and my new...
I did. You're rocking that X32 in there?
Yeah, man. Check it out.
Yeah. So we got an X18 that we're running our in-ear monitors on now. That's been part of the whole playing these Devil's Egg songs. Is that, oh, shit, you know what, Desi? I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah, well...
That's fine.
Whatever you were about to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, when you were so. Thank you for interrupting with like relevant, interesting information. I was about to delve into like the scrap that I was digging through this afternoon.
That's
My
interesting
little
to some
scrap haul.
people, I'm sure.
I mean, I took a lot of
Paul Weber would probably be interested in your
And the
scrap.
scrap
I always,
story.
if I'm just left to my own devices on it, sometimes I do waste an incredible amount of time if I come across like a completely dismantled like boat engine. I can like see like here's the crankshaft and here's
What's the most valuable piece of scrap in a boat engine? Would you say, in your expert opinion?
I mean, like
It's the crankshaft, right? It's got to be the crankshaft.
no, I mean like it's not by the part. It's weight by volume.
What it's
maybe,
made
by
out
the
of.
by the ton.
So stainless
Yeah.
steel, you know, or
stainless
Yeah,
steel,
right.
maybe
or
some copper or some
um,
brass in there or something.
brass or
It's got to be the
aluminum.
crankshaft, right?
It's all about the crankshaft.
I mean, it depends.
That's a
on
big
the,
piece of metal, man.
Depends on the condition. Well, I mean, so is the block that houses it. You know,
I mean, the block.
back to you talking about your in-ear monitors. So when y'all are playing
Yeah.
live, and you've got one of these that that is in control of the band when you're playing, right?
We've got
You
one of
guys
those
are in-
that
And you
goes
work-
to
and that-
our earphones that
So-
we control that ourselves, and everybody has a
So
version of the app on their phone that they can control their own earbus with.
oh my gosh. Okay, that's crazy. So in a live setting for the Hoot and Hollers and anyone else that utilizes this type of in-ear technology, so is it like a 3-ring circus at a live show? Do you have a house sound man, a monitor sound man, and you
No, so we
all collectively
all our own monitor sound man.
That is
There is no
crazy.
monitor sound man in our current situation. There is a front of house sound man who doesn't have. Usually, he would have been the one.
Do you even have
running
to
the monitors.
do a monitor check anymore, or do you?
We do because it
for
depending
your-
on we don't travel with our own mics, so the mics will be different every night. You know, like the way that it's set up, and just I guess just the different mics in general have. There's some small tweaks that have to be adjusted every night. Vocal mics, we all have our own vocal mics, and that's pretty much
set.
Always sounds the same when I step up to a microphone now with my earplug or with my earbuds in.
Sure, and that was more what I was asking. Is not necessarily you don't have to do a monitor check, but the in-house sound man.
He doesn't even have to worry about it.
Is not up there asking everyone like, do you need any more bass or whatever. You're all in control.
But
of
what we
your
do
own
is we make
That's
that
so
sound guy.
crazy.
We make him patch his microphones through our box, which can sometimes be. It's just an extra thing that you have to do, especially when we're the opening band of a tour. And we show up to our sound check and we're like, oh yeah, by the way, we want to take all these mics, make them go through this box, and then you can plug my box into your floor. It's like, and it works, but it's just
They're like,
it was a little bit of a pain in the ass for these guys sometimes.
yeah.
But the flip side of that is they don't have to worry about our monitors when they're mixing the show.
Right.
And so they have more front of house sound guy now has more control over
Right on.
the sound that the audience is being delivered.
All right. Well, hey, Clark, is Nathan here by chance? I should look at
because I'm tired of talking to these guys.
Yeah, we can go for real.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm just looking at the clock, and I told Nathan that if he came down, he could play a song or two maybe before. But these guys are gonna at 5 o'clock. We're gonna set.
There
them
were a
loose.
couple of kind of shady guys hanging out
Oh,
outside.
that was Sean and Jim. Actually, tell Sean and is it Jim? Yeah, guy out there. Gee, I can barely keep it straight, but
I know he tried to sell me a watch. I was like, listen, man, I don't want.
Yeah, I always try and beat guys like that, like to the punch, and ask them for money before they can even like, you know.
You're smart, Dustin.
all right.
They'll be like, "Excuse me, sir." I'll be like, "You talking to me?" Oh, thank God. Can I borrow like $20?
Hey, do you have any plans to go on the road with these guys again or no?
Perhaps
Yeah.
once my suspension is over. No.
Yeah. All right.
That legal thing gets cleared up.
Yeah. No.
Hey, that's already cleared up.
The other one.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the schedule, but I imagine during the winter time.
You got nothing better going on.
Yeah, when I don't have when I literally have run out
Grass
of
don't grow in the
everything
winter,
else to
baby.
do, I'll be. Well, I think I'm going to do some pretty substantial work out at Kelly's house.
Oh, nice.
My house.
And Mike's
Our
house.
house.
And anybody else who needs any, not just scrap removal, but brush removal and seasonal pruning and even mowing, which is it's pretty much the end of mowing season.
Do you clean bathrooms too?
No. I do not come into your house, ever. I'm always dirty and full of grass clippings, and I will not do anything in anyone's house. But outside, outside,
I'll do anything.
yeah.
All right.
If you'll pay for it,
grab that
we'll
other
do
mic
it.
over there. Yeah.
Weren't you guys at Gumbos?
What's that?
Didn't you guys play the Gumbos this week?
Gumbos? No.
No, sorry.
All right. So we will switch. You guys stick around, but and maybe haven't met John Randall.
John.
James.
Hey, James.
This is James. James is a new friend from the Jeff City area.
Hello.
Cool.
And there's a couple of guys that I kind of hooked up with in the last year or so. Steve Orangi, the guy who owns Gumbo Bottoms. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've heard of this place. I haven't been there yet.
Real neat little club. It's small, but real very very cool.
In the shadow of the governor's mansion.
Yeah, it's right. It's right there, and it's the part of Jeff City you want to be in.
Yep.
And Anyway, Sean Hall, shout out to our good friend Sean, who's here as well. James, what's your connection to that whole scene?
Let's see. I moved here I lived here, moved to Florida, came back, and I met Steve because he's working at Patty Malone's. Mm-hmm. And I said, "You're going to be my new friend because I don't know anybody, and we're sort of similar." And so like the first time we went out, he's like, "Let's go hang out." And ended up going to see Shamans play off of Industrial.
Shaman's Harvest, that is.
Yeah, Shaman's Harvest, right next to Mel's breakfast joint, which was like, what? This is weird, but okay. And I just sort of got in the circle, played with.
And you're a musician yourself?
Yes. I sing, I play harmonica, a little piano. I've got a lot of horns and instruments that I pretend I can play, but it all depends on the song, obviously.
Okay. Do you perform as a solo act, or you perform
No.
with a
Right
band,
now, I'm
or?
just trying. That's why I put this thing together. That I wanted to talk to you guys.
All right.
about.
Well, what is this thing that you're trying to put together?
It's affectionately called the Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble. Shout out to Doc Heat from Fail Inc. for that
Jimmy
name.
Pockets Band Scramble.
Yes.
Step right up.
Yeah.
So this is something I've seen other places. A lot of bluegrass. They do one mic scrambles, but they get a lot less
What does
time.
that mean? A scramble?
Well, what you do is I'm trying to get
people just mix and match.
Yeah, you get 5. The way I have it set up is you sign up in 5 categories: vocals, guitar, bass, drum, and other. Other being anything that's not the first 4.
Okay.
Once I get 30 people signed up in those categories, we're going to get together November 9th. This is going.
30
right
combined
now.
or 30 in each
30,
category?
No, 30 combined.
30 combined. Okay. All right.
Because the whole goal is they're going to go away for 2 months and 10 days, because this is over the holidays. I'm giving a little Christmas Thanksgiving break there so they can have some extra time.
All right.
And then we're going to get together January 18th, and these 6 bands that we draw out individually on November 9th, one from each category, creates a band. They play first.
Okay. So there's going to be a random drawing.
A random drawing.
And out of these 30 individual musicians, you're
Will
going
be
to pick
6 bands.
6 bands of 5
All
people
of them
each.
having a vocal, guitar, bass, drum, other.
Okay.
To make it equal footing. But once they get drawn, they can play whatever instrument. There's no...
Right, okay.
And if you play more than one, you can sign up in ranked choice. Like, I want to sing, I want to play guitar, I want bass. You can sign up in that. The goal is they all get together. They leave once we get these bands drawn. They get 2 months, 10 days to come up with 3 original songs, 3 to 7 minutes long. We all get together January 18th. First band drawn out will be the first to play through that order. And then
everybody plays their 3 songs.
Everybody plays their 3 songs.
Huh, cool.
And then when it's all said and done, every musician who played will get a chip, and they will vote on the best band.
Like a microchip?
No, just like a poker chip, something, some identifying mark for
Mark of
their
the beast,
band.
baby.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
And draw it out, and the musicians will pick who the best band was.
Okay.
So you're being judged by your peers, not by some people who might not have any musical experience at all.
I think it's very cool. Where will that performance actually be held? That's going to be down in Jeff City?
That's going to be down in Jeff City at Bones Banquet Room. It's Bones in the Alley there, right by Gumbo Bottoms and the Governor's Mansion.
Okay, so what we should do is prior to the actual performance.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a radio show, and we'll get a few of the bands up here, and we'll at least talk and maybe play a couple of songs or whatever. And
I was going to say
kind of
maybe
promote the show.
cut a deal where the top 3 come up and they each play their songs.
I would love it.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like
so
a great
you can see
idea.
what we're kicking out of that area.
Yeah.
I invite anybody who's in this area who has spare time and wants to just be thrown with a bunch of randos and come up with 3 songs to go to Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble on Facebook and sign up.
All right, Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble.
Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble.
Yeah.
That rolls off the tongue.
I
man.
do. All right, very cool. All right, and I guess there's information there if people want it. And you're already signing people up and all that.
Oh yeah. We're signing up. We're pulling the trigger and pulling names out on November 9th. So there's just a couple weeks left.
All right, how many people you got signed up so far?
Not enough. That's why I'm here talking to you. Let's be honest, if for nothing else.
Yeah. No, you'll get them. I think it's. I think it's a cool
I'm not
idea.
worried about it. And if it comes up, we don't get. I want to sign up 60, because the whole goal is once we get this going, we do a drawing at the scramble when they're playing in the middle, and create another set of 6 bands who then will screw off. I have a language I'm trying to, and come back 2 months later.
Oh, you're cleaner than most people that come here on this
come
program.
back and
You hear that other guy?
sign up and come back and show us what they got, and just keep a constant rotation, see what we can do.
Yeah. All right. I like it. Once again, on if people want to find information, it's Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. It's Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble on
right.
Facebook. And you can sign up there. I've got in Jeff City, if you're around, I've got some in Gumbos. You can just hit the QR code. If you're not a Facebook person, I'll try to get it onto the...
If you have anything physical, leave a couple here at the station.
I already put one on your board right as you come in the door.
Very good. All right, James, great to talk with you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We'll stay in touch, and we'll come up with a plan for that for down the road here. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds great. I appreciate your time, guys.
All right, cool. All right, check it out. Jimmy Pockets Band Scramble coming up.
Jimmy Pockets.
They're drawing names for making the band draws, I guess, in a few weeks in November. But then
that's a wild idea. Is this a concept that has eluded me up until this point? Is that like
you never been in a good old fashioned scramble?
I've never been in. Is this is this like an original idea of his, or is this like a common thing that somehow
I don't know.
I've just
should have asked him when he was.
I remember that. I remember the. And I think they still do it
Get her
at the band camps, don't they? Like Phil Sean's camps. Don't they just
School of Rock?
Yeah, they take some kids and just kind of mix them up. And is that not what you meant?
No, I'm talking about. I mean, like signing up and doing like a.
That's the first time I've ever heard of
something. Thing, and then drawing more in the middle of the. Sounds wild.
Yeah, you should get involved. Sign up. All right.
Oh boy!
Come on. All right. It's Open Mic Radio.
They can't handle you, Dusty.
Columbia. Let's see here. Before we,
I live alone. I work alone. It was like
you don't want no part of this, Jimmy.
Sounds like social stimulation overload.
We've got about 5 minutes or so before the top of the hour, and right about that time.
Bumps.
Yeah, I got to read a couple of bumps here, and then we'll turn it over to Telepathy Club at the top of the hour, and we'll get a full set of music out of those guys. Let them play for 35, 40 minutes or something. In the meantime, I will mention that
Ty Tombson's going to be down at the river tonight. I heard you talking about it.
Yeah, and Diddy Wah Daddies as well.
They're playing right now.
They started it too.
So they played early
at 5 and then Ty at 6.
All right, that's awesome. He's a good friend of ours and a good friend of the program here, and an outstanding honky-tonk country style artist. He's got that voice. I'm telling you, he's really, really good.
He's a sweetheart too.
Yeah. All right, KOPN thanks our listener sponsors and the Amber House Bed and Breakfast for support of our program. I should have given this to John. He likes to read these.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, here, I'm just going to...
The Amber House. Yeah. That's my neighbors.
You're living in
Put the gain up on
now.
my voice.
All right. Gain's up.
All right.
You know, every time a commercial comes on, they crank the volume anyway, so let's do it.
KOPN thanks our listener sponsors and the Amber House B&B for support of our programming. Amber House is a full-service getaway in historic Rocheport, Missouri.
Hey,
you know that. Rocheport, that's where old Dusty stops around.
They call me Mr. Rocheport.
The scourge of Rocheport, Dusty Branson.
Shout out to Rocheport.
He won't bother you at the Amber House. Featuring multi-course meals from locally sourced food and 4 individually designed suites. Therapeutic massage is also available. Owners Dawson and Sherry look forward to personalizing your stay. Oh, yeah. Pictures and more at the Amber House Facebook page or at Amber House. Yeah, Dusty is not affiliated with the Amber House Facebook page or AmberHouseBnB.com. Thanks for the support, guys.
KOPN does not.
The views of Dusty do not necessarily reflect the views of KOPN or its underwriters.
All right. All right, how about that? All right, so Radio KOPN Columbia, and we've got Cooper's Landing. Yeah, so we got Ty playing this evening, and there's also
it's the Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd tribute show, Interstellar Overdrive.
Right, that's happening at the Blue Note, and then at the Dive Bar there is the Folk Around and Find Out Festival.
Tonight?
That's tonight, and
and
Dylan and Zawada are headlining a little bit later, but there's a bunch of great music happening pretty much all afternoon and evening down there at the Dive Bar.
Oh, cool.
Also, tomorrow, Dream Squeeze, band that I learned about from your show.
Yeah, fantastic.
I totally dig that band. They're playing a big long set down at the Les Bouges.
Heyo.
Outside?
Hey, that's my
I think
other
so.
neighbor.
Wow.
It's like Grape Stomping Fest or something?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Fantastic.
they do-
yeah, they're really good. If you haven't...
They're great. I love that band.
They performed here maybe 6 months ago or so. You should check them out. They had a great performance here at the station. So anyway. All right, cool. How about Telepathy Club? You guys about ready to play some music?
Telepathy Club.
They're like, we've been waiting, Hagen. It's like, all right, so let's do it. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. If you like this program, or if you don't, and you know someone who might, you can check out the website at Mike Hagan, MikeHagan, MikeHagan.com, and all of the previous episodes of Open Mic Radio are there for your listening enjoyment, and you can just download them or share them or whatever. So there's a bunch of great stuff there, really. So, right? Don't you think, Dusty? You agree?
I agree. I browse the internet occasionally, and I'm bookmarked to open at MikeHagan.com every time I open my internet browser.
Well, Dusty's he's been a big part of this program, honestly, for many years. So
it's my homepage.
Yeah.
Well, you're also streaming all the previous episodes of your other show, right?
Radio Orbit's up there too.
Orbit.
Classic.
Yeah,
There's some gems in there.
There's some good ones in there, no doubt about it, including some early Hoot and Holler performances from way back in the day.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I love it. Okay, it's Mike. We got John here, we got Dusty here, we got Clark in the house, and we've got Telepathy Club. Let's turn it back over to them, and we'll be back in about 40 minutes. We're going to let these guys rock and roll for a little bit, okay? It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Anytime you gentlemen are ready. Awesome. Are we still live? I hope so.
I have browsed the internet occasionally.
Here we go.
I'm coming down. This one's called Quiet.
All right, everyone. It is Telepathy Club this afternoon here on KOPN Columbia. It's 89.5 FM. My name is Mike. It's Open Mic Radio, and really enjoying the music this afternoon. Hope you are too. So we won't take too much time here. Jim, I want you to make sure you give people your contact information and mention any shows that you guys have coming up, and we'll talk about that again before you leave. Okay? All right, Telepathy Club. Woo!
You can find us on Bandcamp and Instagram. This next one's called I Wanna Know. It's also a new single. It's kind of a one-off. It's not on our upcoming record, but it slays. Woo. I wanna know what you think of this shit you do. I wanna ask you if it was a hit or miss. I wanna is anyone in there? I wanna is anyone out I wanna see myself, whether it's truth you tell. I wanna tell you this. I got something you'll miss. I wanna is anyone in there? I wanna is anyone out Yeah, so we're Telepathy Club. We have some shows coming up. Our next show is we have a Ripped Jeans show at Hit Records on November 7th.
Highway Demon or
No,
no?
that's a Ripped Jeans show. Me and John's solo project. We're playing with Mold Gold in Kyron, Penrose. That'll be a real fun show.
That's at Hit Records.
At Hit Records.
Yes.
And then
What's that Highway Demon show?
That is November 15th at Rose Music Hall with Flooding from Kansas, our buds from Kansas, and Highway Demon. That'll be a banger. And then 2 days later, there's a huge raging party at PDM with this band, American Culture.
And Highway Demon.
And then Justin Nardi's new band, Zoner Outer. And it's like Hayusagi people,
Whoa.
Nardi.
Yeah, new supergroup.
Yeah, it's gonna be so sick.
When is that?
That's the Sunday.
17th.
Of November.
Yeah, so 2 days after that show at Rose with Flooding. And
All right.
so
At PDM. So if you know, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
The song is called Bleary. It's our upcoming single.
We're good for time. You guys, maybe 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, we got that. And this next song's called Bleary. It's our new single. It'll be out November 1st. One Foot Out the Door is the name of this next song.
Premiere.
World premiere. We've never played this live, I don't think. You got it. You got it. Recount my ways That song was called One Foot Out the Door. This song is for Will, and it's called Hit Me in the Head.
It's 90 beers. Took with him.
90 beers. Yeah, where's the 90 beers, Will?
He's making chili.
Enjoy your chili.
He's eating some chili. He's hearing this.
I can't keep guessing.
All right. Yes, that's right. They are Telepathy Club. Oh, man, just tearing it up this afternoon here at the station. Telepathy Club joining us, and thrilled that they've been here for the afternoon. So we'll get one more from the band before we say toodaloo, but we're going to switch gears here for a second and say hello to my good friend Nathan James. He performs under the moniker Hardy But Hardly, but I haven't seen him for a little bit, so I sort of sent him a note this afternoon, and we kind of connected and said, come on down, say hi. How are you, my brother?
Doing real good. How about yourself, Mike?
Always very good to see you.
Same.
What have you been up to?
Well, last night I went to a great concert. Arlo McKinley, he played at Rose.
Arlo McKinley, I'm unfamiliar.
He's a great singer-songwriter from Ohio, and he just recently relocated to Oklahoma, but killed the show last night.
How are you familiar with him?
Just found him on YouTube years ago, many years ago. Great singer-songwriter, rates really honest. So
very cool. That's our kind of guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, speaking of that, you're familiar with Drew
Yes.
Baxter? He was here a couple of weeks ago, and I was really I really enjoyed his songwriting and he's a nice young man. It was really cool.
Absolutely. I think Mr. Dick Johnson is hosting a folk around festival at the Dive Bar, and Drew just did a set. I saw that online.
Oh well, Dylan was here earlier, McCord, and him and his band Zawata are playing a little bit later.
10.
At 10 o'clock. Yeah,
10.
That's about as late as it gets over there, right? Anyway, but there's a bunch of great artists that are performing all afternoon and evening down there. So, all right, so Drew performed, and then...
I know Aubrey Tombson was on there.
Yep, Aubrey's Ty's brother, and of course Ty and his band are playing down at Cooper's this evening, and his dad's band, the Diddy Wah Daddies, performed earlier this afternoon down at Cooper. Little family affair this afternoon at Cooper's, I guess. So,
nice.
Anyway, what do you have coming up? Anything?
So, end of the month, I play at Les Bourgeois. I think it's next Friday night, just at the little tasting room. And then
that's awesome. That's a great space, though.
Decent. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean they treat you really good there. And,
good.
But no, yeah, definitely a shout out. Get as many people as you can out there because there'll be some good acts there. I know Noah Earl will be there a few times, and they get a lot of good people. But I don't know if it's just keeping a little bit of the distance to Rocheport, but let's get people there.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet out there. All right. Well, place, we've got a minute or two. If you want to play a song or two for us, we've got some time. We're 5:30. We got plenty of time if you want to play one or two for us.
Okay. So this one is a month and a half old. This is pretty fresh, but I don't even know what to think about it. It's not really about anybody in particular in my family or those close to me. It's just the words came.
So that's sort of a disclaimer.
Yes. I have to do some disclaimers sometimes because anytime you write songs, people are like, "Is that about me?" Especially those closest to you.
Right. I promise this is not about you.
Yeah.
All right. I love it. All right. It's Nathan James, Hardy But Hardly. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Mother, teach me how not to love. Cause there's so many things that I'm unsure of. I gotta know. I sing my song in the hopes that maybe I'm wrong, but I won't put my faith in the common man. But can't you see me reaching for your hand? Oh, brother, we came from the same place. But hear me when I say life's not a race. Too I gotta know. I sing my songs in the hopes that maybe
the common man. But can't you see me reaching for your hand? Oh, my lover, every love song has been sung. And what can I sing when every band has been wrong? To a God unknown, I sing my songs in the hopes that maybe I'm wrong. And I won't put my faith in the common man. But can't you see me reaching for your hand? I think these thoughts in my head, and what has been said has been said. Living life all alone. I don't think anyone can do this all on their own. Oh, my father, I'm too proud to look into the sky. I can't spend my life and my time asking why. To a God unknown, I sing my song in the hopes that maybe I'm wrong. But I won't put my faith in the common man. But can't you see me reaching for your hand? Can't you see me reaching for your hand? Can't you see me reaching for your hand?
Thank you, my friend.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right, Nathan James in the studio with us this afternoon. You can find him online, Hardy but Hardly.
Anywhere, any place.
Anywhere, any place. What do you have coming up?
Like I said, end of the month, Les Bourgeois. I have
Right.
a friend coming from Baltimore in the middle of November, right before Thanksgiving, the week before, and so we're trying to work something up.
Is he a performer as well?
He is. He's
Yeah.
done really well for himself out there. And I think he gigs 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week sometimes. So
Good.
But yeah, singer-songwriter. He and I go way back. We were raised very similarly, and so I've known him since I was like 14 years old. So he'll
Have
be...
you ever performed with him?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
So you know his style, and you guys are familiar with one another like that?
Oh yeah. We did home recordings in our basement, or my basement. a
Okay,
long
you
time
guys have
ago.
been all right. So you were very close friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
very, very cool.
So
all right.
right before the week before Thanksgiving, we're gonna try to do something.
Maybe drag him down here.
Oh, I would love that. No, he would love that.
Uh-huh.
He would love that. No, in fact, I was gonna say I can probably get you on here. His name's Javier Dominique.
I know Javier. Well, I don't know him, but I follow him on Instagram, and
Yep.
he's someone who I would love to meet.
You.
I cannot believe you said that. That's great.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll make it happen.
He's a talented person.
He's a singer-songwriter, and he writes a lot of original lyrics. Obviously,
You know, he's friends with a bunch of people around here somehow. Does he have roots back here somehow? Or
He did. Yeah, he was not born and raised here, but he's been in Columbia area for a long time.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
But Ruby Lane and Elephant Foot, when they were first kind of getting their foot in the door, he managed them, and he would get them gigs.
I think when Elephant Foot was here on the program, that Javier actually called in. I think we actually talked to
More
him.
than likely.
Yeah,
More than likely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was my first exposure to him, and then
Yeah.
and then I began to follow him after that. So
Yep.
very cool. Well, let's make that happen.
Okay, we'll definitely talk.
All right, very good. You got time for one more?
We'll do it.
All right, once again, Hardy but Hardly, Nathan James in the studio this afternoon. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN 89.5 FM, and we're on the web at kopn.org. I love it. Okay, do it for me.
All right,
Let's
so
do it.
just a quick one here. The story is, I played it last time I was here. I just really like the song. And it's about my grandmother who passed away last November. When we went there, Grandpa said that she was worth the chase, and that's how he described their relationship. So
it's a beautiful song. I remember it.
Here we go. And we lie in our bed. You sleep while I'm in my head, trying to get through this restless night. I reach for your hand and I squeeze it tight, 'cause you were worth the chase. I miss your embrace, and it's lonely without you here. And I've held back the tears, and we have the children. We gave them their names, and then we knew that our lives never would be the same. We gave our best. Now let's let fate do the rest, 'cause you were worth the chase. I miss your embrace, and it's lonely without you here. And I've held back the tears, lost and confused, not knowing where and what to do. The routines of life slowly come back, but there's so much that I lack. And the phone rings and I think, can you get that, dear? And then I remember it's just me alone here. The silence from my mind creeps in, and then a smile when I remember where it all begins. 'Cause you were worth the chase. I miss your embrace, and it's lonely without you here. Baby, I still cry the tears, 'cause you were worth the chase. I miss seeing your face, and it's lonely without you here. And I still cry tears, I still cry tears, 'cause you were worth the chase. You were worth the chase.
What a lovely song, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. That's a beautiful song.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for playing it, Nathan.
Of course.
All right. Nathan James, once again, good to see you again, and great friend, great musician, and wonderful that he's part of our scene here in the Mid-Missouri music area. So
downtown was crazy just a few seconds ago. I was just down there. That's where I came from.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild afternoon, I think. So
it was a good week.
We've got refuge here at the station, so I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, good to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, find him online, Hardy But Hardly. Okay. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Hey, Nathan, I'm going to ask you if you would, tell someone to come in here, and we'll see if we can get one more piece of music from Telepathy Club, and then we'll probably scoot on out of here. We got Ross Shimba and a reggae party coming at you here at 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock, and the Blues on Broadway with Chris from 8 o'clock to 11. So wonderful stuff throughout the night, and I sort of forget the show after Chris's. I need to remember that. It's actually called Rhythms of the Future. So if you've got the radio on, keep it on, all right? And dial it in here to KOPN 89.5 FM. All right, we are going to say hello once again to the band members of Telepathy Club. You guys, thanks so much for coming down this afternoon. That was a blast. We're going to get one more song out of them before they scoot out of here, but thanks for coming. And once again, let's kind of give some information about how people can get a hold of you, and you got a couple big shows coming up, so including the Rip Gene stuff. Let's make sure that people know, all right?
Yeah. You can find us on the internet, I suppose, Telepathy Club, or what's our Instagram handle? I think it's just Telepathy Club.
Yeah, you can find it.
Easy enough.
Telepathy Club. You can find us on Bandcamp. You can find us on Spotify. What else? The shows. We have.
You can be Dylan Martin's brother, by the way. You guys have a very similar look. I don't know if anybody else recognizes that, but
Wow, thanks.
yeah,
I love Dill.
Yeah.
We have a show at Rose Music Hall for Telepathy Club with Highway Demon and Flooding.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a real treat. And then 2 days after that, that's on
like November
15th.
15th.
And then on November 17th, we have a huge party at PDM. It's going to be super lit. This band from Denver called American Culture. They bring like some psych punk vibes, and that one's going to be real fun. Zoner Outer.
Debut performance from them, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Highway Demons playing that too, and us.
What about recorded material? If people want to find your stuff, of course, it's online, Bandcamp, Spotify, etc. But are you selling any? Like, are you doing any tapes? Are you doing any discs or anything?
Should we say the album's coming out soon?
Yeah.
No, we have a record finished, and there'll
awesome.
definitely be tapes. Tell them tapes is going to release.
As they should. Sure. All right.
There'll definitely be tapes. We're kind of waiting to see if we'll get vinyl or not. It's a maybe at this point.
Yeah, I get it.
We'll see.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all, thanks again for doing it. Why don't you go set up? We'll do one more song, get the hell out of here, and
cool.
We'll catch you on the flip side. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Outstanding. All right. Telepathy Club. We're gonna get one more song from them before the end of the show here. Then we will hand it off to Ross Shim at a reggae party. And I will mention once again that you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. Clark, pretty good show, huh?
Hi, Mike.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
What do you think about those guys?
Oh, they're good. I think they can keep going.
I think so too. All
Feel
right.
pretty good.
All right. Let's see. What else do we have to mention here? Coming up, Chase Thompson next week, and excited to have Chase on the program. He's a real talented gentleman who's been making music and art, filmmaker as well, for years. And so, and a shout out to Kevin Walsh, my good friend Kelvin, for kind of hooking Chase and I up. So looking forward to that next week. We got the Diddy Wah Daddies, as I mentioned, coming up early November. Outer Mind's going to be here. Fox Teeth going to be with us. Soft Crisis. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up. But let's get one more from Telepathy Club, and we'll say goodbye after that, okay? All right, it is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We are streaming on the web at kopn.org. And, if you guys are ready, let's do one more.
Cool. This song is called Mood, and I Found You.
Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. It's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're going to wrap things up at Telepathy Club. I'm having a little trouble with the audio here. So we'll just finish it and say thank you all for being with us this afternoon. And yeah, I love it. Thanks, you guys. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, and 89.5 FM. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the weekend. Be cool to yourself. Be cool to other people out there. Stick around, Rosh Shimba, and we'll catch y'all next week. Yeah, Chase Thompson next week. All right, so join us. All right, check it out.
Thanks a lot. There you go. Head was over mic. Ready.